Welcome back to Dark Nexus. Tonight, it's Act 3, Chapter 128. We are still in Arventon, on the edge of the Dreadfields. This stinking, miles-long stretch of cemetery that has been devoured by all the ghasts who were living there for a century, tearing up the ground and eating the corpses below the soil. And then the Womps came in and started eating the ghasts, and then when the ghasts fled, started pulling up the rest of the soil to get at the rest of the corpses, because they can eat undead and they can eat dead. They prefer to eat undead, but when the ghasts ran away, so it's just a wasteland.
It's the cycle of life.
Yes.
It's the cycle of unlife.
So you're looking at a wasteland of what was once probably a truly gorgeously manicured cemetery. And the fact that this city has built itself all the way around this huge space, which they then consecrated to their ancestors, the fact that it has become this stinking cesspit of holes and womps is a true tragedy. You're on the nearby hillside looking down. You've located the ward of the Dreadfields that you're intending to head into. Between you and the entrance to that ward is a big ring of ceramic statues all facing outwards, which you know have the potential to possibly come to life and start attacking you, thanks to the spirit of the city, which all the ghasts prayed to. You have located what seems to be the district with the fewest womps in it, these gigantic, twice as big as a human, 9-legged, spidery, bloated, fuzzy, pig-faced, no-eye creatures with the red-webbed feet. There's 3 of them. 3 of them in this patch that you can see.
27 feet.
Yes, you've got 27 feet. You only need 1 of them. You just need 1 of those 27. So between you and the ring of statues, you got a couple hundred feet. And then once you get through the statues, you're looking at a ward of this cemetery that's about, let me take you to a map so you can kind of eye what you would be heading towards. Mm-hmm. It's about a 150 feet by 150 feet walled-in ward of the Dreadfields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sort of 5 mausoleums, one of which seems to have 2.
Like a duplex.
Yeah, a little duplex mausoleum. You can see one womp down in the southern edge, rooting around in the soil down there, munching on a corpse. One kind of right in the center, not too far from the gate through which you'll have to enter, digging a big hole and spewing out body parts. And then one way up to the northeast. Can you see that one over there?
Yep.
Great. So that's what you're heading at. This entrance into the district is that gate depicted on the left side of your map.
So the only gate is this gate to
Correct.
the left? Okay.
Correct.
So the different districts are not internally connected necessarily?
They are not internally connected.
Gotcha.
If there is a system of that, like on the other side of the east wall on this map, not in this part of the cemetery.
And do we get the sense that if... let's say Womp 2 down there at the south end, if he wanted to go over that wall, could they, or are they tall enough that they wouldn't necessarily be able to do that?
Let's picture the walls as, so on the outside edge, it is a tall iron fence, kind of, so like you could slip through them, but let's picture them as very tall stone walls on the interior sides. So these things are big enough.
Are they not ceramic?
Oh, it's all ceramic. Yeah, so probably they were once like wrought iron and now stone, and now it's all ceramic. But let's picture the walls on the interior of the ward as solid, very tall, let's say 15 feet, but that's not too big for something as large as these womps are, which look they have a 20-foot leg span.
So shall we discuss tactics?
Yeah, discuss tactics, buffing, your plan for approach. How do you want to handle this?
Approach past the statues invisibly?
Before we even move, Grip's gonna drink a potion of Cure Mod because he's down about 30 hit points.
This is from the Ghast fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
8 plus 5 is 13. He will take back.
Nice. These are dream potions, so drink them up.
And then I'm gonna do a Cure Light as well. That's another 7. That's pretty good. I'll take that.
I will drink an anti-plague.
Noted. For 1 hour, it gives you, what, a +5?
Plus 5, yeah.
Great.
I will drink my second anti-plague since my first one, I'm sure, has expired.
And I'm drinking one of those as well.
I'm drinking one.
We know that Dora has mage armor going.
Yeah.
I think we had held off on any other shorter term buffs until we got here, so this would be that time. What else you want to look at?
Dabwick will cast Slate Skin on themselves.
Boom. Zoom. Oh, and I suppose in this environment, Paul, instead of looking more gray and normal real world flagstone-y, like you come across in this slightly more yellow ceramic-y
Ceramic
sheen. See, so you blend in a little with what is a flagstone here.
Nice.
Creepers, man. I will take out my oil of silence and apply it to vanity. That lasts for an hour. It seems like a good idea not to have explosions going off where all these other giant creatures might then run over and attack us. They might anyways, but anything I could do to make that a little bit easier seems like a good idea.
So then for 1 hour, your alchemical torch will make no sound when it fires, is that right?
Correct.
And any other special effect with that I need to be aware of?
Nope.
Great.
Is this map accurate, or is the ring of statues between where we are now and the Wamps on the thing, or is that to get here?
We will have a whole other map
a whole other thing.
that I will take you to for the outside of the gate. That will be filled with statues.
Great. So we have to have a fight to get in.
Or we try to sneak past invisibly.
I mean, or you just blimp us all there. Or blimp three
It's
of
a
us.
lot of spells,
Okay.
so it can only take 2 at a time.
Right, but like one person could sneak and the other ones could.
We're happy to do that.
I mean, that seems. Because that's 2 spells rather than.
You are definitely
spells.
within Dimension Door range. If you
Yeah.
want to just take 2 folks right in from here, you could. You could bypass this ring of
Two
statues.
plus you, not a total of 2,
2
correct?
plus me.
Yeah.
Yes. But
That's
then
totally-
someone
totally
has to go by
doable.
themselves. Dora's not making that call.
The ring of statues, is it so that literally they're right up against one another where you're going to have to like climb your way over them? Or is there spaces between them? Or
Picture a ring about 2 or 3 deep, spread out within, like, between 15 and 25 feet of each other. So you wouldn't even have to brush up against any of them.
Okay.
You have to go through some ranks. if that makes
Whoever
sense.
that person is, Dora will make them invisible for 8 minutes. If that helps.
I will agree to be that person.
Is any of this dug up grave area difficult terrain?
Yes.
Ixnay on the arranger.
Gosh.
Feather step mass.
Boom. So everyone will
Sweet.
ignore it and I don't have to mark it. I love it. Thank you, Paul.
So
Yeah.
when we get down there,
Yeah.
Dora can drop black tentacles on some of the ones that are further away to just try to hold them up so we're not fighting 3 all at once. Or should I focus on the one we're fighting? I mean, that feels like I don't want to get us caught up in the black tentacles. I'd rather use them as deterrents for the other guys.
I buy that.
Makes sense to me.
And I could cast an entangle on
the other one.
On the other one.
What's the range of entangle?
It's nice and beefy, isn't
It
it?
is nice
Yeah.
and beefy, I think.
Black tentacles is long, so
I think Entangle's long, right?
Double checking.
That's why
It
those
is, it's
spells
long range.
are so beloved by GMs everywhere. Because you can drop that bullshit from all the way across a giant map and make me deal
I'm
with
sorry. I'm pretty sure I did maybe 7 points of damage with the black tentacles the first time I
it. I think you did
cast
over 45.
You did a fair amount of damage, and also you kept them from all swarming
Yeah.
the ship.
It was wildly
That is
effective.
what
I know
they're
you
for.
were frustrated by some early low rolls, but
because you only get 1 roll
Per turn.
against everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will be casting Shield, Monkey Fish, Gravity Gun, Expeditious Retreat,
And I will make you invisible.
and right before we go in, Channel Vigor, because that lasts only rounds per level. So that will be after I get across and before Womp fight.
before Womp fight. Gotcha.
Scrolls work the same way as potions do in regards to like being reusable.
Yeah, any scroll that you do possess in the real world that you use here will still be there when you wake up.
Great.
But it will be used in the dream.
Yeah. Dabwick's going to cast Cat's Grace on themselves.
Oh, nice. So how do you want to time the dimension dooring?
Well, you said it was like 150 feet across
No, it's several hundred feet to the ring of statues.
to the ring.
Vic would suggest that he,
Yeah.
even though he's going to be invisible, that once he is actually inside the crypt area,
Yeah.
he can signal with his tiny mirror,
Okay.
catch a little light.
Beautiful.
Just so it goes wink, wink, and
The
then
mirror isn't invisible too. How'd that work?
You can easily do something like that. Absolutely, that's too cool.
Great.
okay.
And then we'll go, and I'll be in the back. Behind you
I'll
guys.
be in the front then.
We'll do a little triangle with
Yeah.
Grip and Dabs and Dora behind.
Oh,
So
I'm
Dabs, I'll do the one to the south. You do the one to the north.
Great.
That are not the one right in front of us.
Sure.
also going to go ahead and take my elixir of hiding.
Why not?
We're fucked.
I'll be
fun.
knocking back a bold strength, but not till we're actually in a
We are
fight.
fucked. These things are huge.
Does the bull strength last for
probably go
minutes?
like-
3 minutes.
You probably have like 60.
Only
foot
3, so
move.
I'm gonna wait till we're.
Till you're right before you're about to be bamfed over.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
And when the
hate
DM's
this
like,
so
yeah, go
much.
ahead, throw the whole kitchen sink at
Yeah, buff. Any
Buff,
more
go ahead.
buffs?
Any more buffs?
More throw
Don't you have
away
potions you wanna
resources.
drink?
buffs away!
Well, this is my buffs have all been ones that come back. So
It's fun.
except for my anti-plate.
So then, after buffing, standing on the side of this hill, looking down into this vast, stinking, womp-filled graveyard, you're gonna turn Vic invisible and just wait to see a flash of light from a
he
mirror.
doesn't die between here and where we're thinking he's gonna end up.
I love it. I love it.
Wait.
Wait.
Throw it away.
It's a cantrip.
Oh.
Oh.
Create water.
All right. Don't worry. Vic is probably going to create water on his own.
I will cast message on Vic before I turn him invisible.
Okay. It's short range though, right? Does that stay with
Medium,
him? He will go well out of medium range.
before he even reaches the statues.
Oh yeah. But you can keep it going until he hits the ring of statue. I mean, why not, right?
Why not?
Because when something erupts from the
He
earth before the
sees something,
statues,
yeah,
he
then-
can say, "I just got attacked."
And we'll be like, we can see
can
that.
see that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I don't know if you saw it, but I'm in a little bit of a pickle. All right.
It's all I got.
All right.
All right. So Dora casts invisibility on Vic. Shoo. Fades out of view as light bends around him, and he heads down into the stench and approaches the dread fields. Vic is making his way. Is he moving at such a speed that he's not having any penalty to his stealth checks?
Because he's got expeditious retreat, he can move at regular speed.
Nice, which is half speed for him in his expeditious retreat mode. He makes his way across the open field before the phalanxes. They're very chaotically arranged. So they were arranged, these phalanxes of former people were arranged by ghasts. So it's not like neat rows and all touching and making a solid line. These were set up by the ghasts who realized, like, okay, these things will fight living people now, so let's just send them out here. We'll make a line of them, put a bunch out. There's about four rows deep of these ceramic people. Some of whom seem like they were probably just normal, everyday business people going about their lives before perhaps Anathema did this. Some of them do look like soldiers, like they have actually grabbed up some folks of Arventon who had been on patrol duty or working in the military or something like that. So there are a bunch, most of them clustered close to the gates into these districts that are armed with weapons. Let me take you to a map here. Let me see your path through the final rank of these ceramic people towards the gate. So Johnny, you can kind of get a sense of how these people are arranged out there. Show me what your path would be through them.
I am, of course, checking for traps.
Yeah.
And on high alert.
Yep.
And I would be going straight to the wall and then climbing up and over it using monkey fish.
Perfect.
I am not even going to go towards the gate because the gate is a trap.
So you've got this amazing little stretch here where it seems the ceramic people are a little less thick. As you're making your way along...
Yep, there we go. Got moved back, oddly enough.
Give me your stealth check.
Oh, excellent. That's right. That is a 50.
Oh, this is so fun. So, Johnny, Vic is creeping along invisibly, passes within 10 feet of one of these statues who is armed with a long sword and a short sword, staring out in vigilance. And as you go by, you see the ceramic statue start moving. The head turns to look loosely in the direction of where you're passing. The body slowly adjusts the blades into what's feeling like the beginning of an on-guard position. Slowly looks to its left and its right with these dead ceramic eyes. And then as you keep going past, it freezes back into immobility. It feels like... Oh, and so I established last ep that Dabwick has this loose kind of faint connection to whatever this guardian spirit
This
of the
malevolent
city is.
spirit.
Yeah, so back at the edge of the hill, you're just watching nothing. Like, Vic just vanished. Dabs first feels a kind of a sickening sense of something's happening in the earth. You see this statue slowly move left to right, and then that feeling fades out of Dabs as Johnny Vic reaches the wall and scampers like a monkey over it.
I'm getting a big Harryhausen vibe from these statues.
Yes.
I was thinking of the 4 hobbits under the tree while the Nazgul on the horse.
Yes. And then let me bring you to the interior map. Womp. So we have Vic on this map, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, about 30 feet to the south of this entrance gate. Where does Vic head next?
Vic is going to continue to move silently. This necropolis thing,
Mausoleum, yeah.
Mausoleum, is it open on top like that?
So I just to not be annoying about light layers here, I didn't drop light things down. These are completely sealed mausoleums. They have roofs.
Fantastic.
You would see from across the way there, Johnny. Like, let me ping here. See this ping? So where you see that there are doors into the interior of these mausoleums, those are either open or torn off their hinges and shattered off to some side there. They appear as though all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structures are open and have been either looted or rooted through.
Fair enough. All right, I will make my way stealthily to, let's see if I get to out here, and then let me see. I need a little
50 stealth check.
Okay. I hunker down behind one of the gravestones.
Yes.
And then
It's just row after row of gravestones with just hollow, ripped out graves. Like, maybe there's like 1 in 10 corpses are still in there. So it's just rotted out pits, holes, gravestones, and nice neat lines going out as far as the eye can see. So you're making your way through them.
and hunker down, and I'm going to have...
Tell me what you're going to plan to do.
What I'm going to plan to do? Here's what I'm going to plan to do.
Let's phrase it that way.
I'm going to plan to get out the mirror.
Yeah.
And get out an extract.
Yes.
So both of those things are in my hand, so that the idea would be that, like, I gesture with the mirror up there and then drink the extract, and in my other hand is vanity loaded, so that I can look at Womp number 1, I guess.
Yes.
And make it my study target.
So Vic clears over the top of the fence, having successfully monkey fished. Gets his hands all set. He's got vanity in one hand. He's got the extract and the mirror in the other hand. He gets low and he starts moving through the headstones. And Johnny, you get about 15 feet away from your starting position when the womp at the center of the district suddenly raises its head up out of the earth, stands up to its full height on its 9 spider legs, so it's like towering 10 feet in the air, and lets out this hideous elephantine trumpeting as you flash your mirror and drink your extract. And then let's all roll initiative.
Bloody her.
Dora wakes up.
All right, Vic, what'd you get?
22.
Nice. And Dora.
18.
This is a situation where I think you can make your sense motive check. You are absolutely aware of these things before they were aware of you.
Natural 20
Nice.
for a 32.
So how does that work?
I don't know. It's never worked before.
Look it up. You look it up while I get grippers
16.
and Dabwicks.
17.
Oh, nice. Oh, well. I bet Doors is going to skyrocket up.
Okay. If you were aware of an opponent before rolling initiative, blah, 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 blah. The DC is 11 plus the highest bluff modifier among your opponents, or DC 15, whichever is higher.
15.
So I beat it by 17. If you succeed, you gain a +1 bonus on the initiative check, plus an additional +1 for every 5 by which you exceeded the DC. So I'm pretty sure that's a +4.
So you're up to 22 then?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's so awesome.
That is amazing.
That's the kind of thing that, like, never works, but when it does, you're like, oh, yeah.
Thank you. So round 1 begins. The womp at the center of this field has made this hideous trumpeting sound to the sky. It is very obvious to Vic and all involved way over at the other side, across the field, that the womp is aware of him. Vic has had a chance to flash that mirror, so you have a loose sense of where he is in space, and then Vic has also been able to drink his extract of what?
That is channel vigor.
And where are you beginning your focus?
I'm going to begin it within my limbs.
Excellent. This will be round 1 then. Vic, you are up first. Probably unsurprisingly, since you were so successfully stealthing.
Absolutely. As a swift action, I narrow my eyes, making our hunting womp number 1 that we're going to try to take down, my study target.
Got it.
And then I'm going to level Vanity at him. I am outside of touch range. However, I can use Deadeye to resolve against touch AC. Costs 1 grit point per range increment beyond the first. All right, I'm going to go ahead and spend that on my 3 shots against number 1 here.
Take him.
First one is a 26 touch.
That's a hit.
Second one is a 20 touch.
That's a hit.
I'm gonna just go ahead because I'm relatively certain I'm not gonna be able to kill one of them in 2 shots. So I'm gonna, before I do damage.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
Yeah. Third one is a 37 touch.
3 hits. 3 hits before they can barely even react.
All right, that is gonna be.
He is alone there right now.
He is so alone, y'all.
God, that's so
Okay.
scary.
That is 15 points of damage, 13 points of damage, 13 points of damage, and I'm going to go ahead and blow my studied target on him to get an additional 2d6 for 4 plus 4, an additional 8 points of damage. Silently. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yes! And there's no sound to this, too. So those of you on the edge of the field, at the base of the hill, you see the thing stand up, trumpet, and then just bam, bam, boom! All these bits of it are flying off of it completely silently as it screams in pain, having been bloodied from a source that at first isn't even seen. Of course, he becomes visible after that first shot goes off, but totally silently.
That is the end of my turn.
And then probably hopped up on nerves and adrenaline.
I guess I probably could take a 5-foot step and also reload as a free action kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're visible now.
Yeah, I will go ahead and take a 5-foot step
heading towards the cover of a gravestone.
Yep.
So hopped up on nerves and adrenaline, Dora is absolutely ready to rock as soon as she sees the flash of that mirror.
So can I ask a question with my 32 natural 20 sense motive? Did I get the impression the Womp was calling other Womps from other areas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Food here now.
Calling.
Like, there's 3 Womps here. Were they like to all the other Womps?
Hard to tell. It was raising.
Did I see other Womps respond to the trumpet?
Oh,
in other districts?
You saw the other Womps in this district, the one on the way in the south, the one way in the north, respond absolutely. There would be a cascade down the Dread Fields.
But it wasn't like a billion Womps going...
No, no.
Okay.
Certainly the sound was heard, but it looks as though those closest in proximity are the immediate responders here.
Okay, then Dora dimension doors herself, Grip, and Dabwick into the cemetery.
And you can land anywhere you want on this map.
Well, wait, I have a question for you. Are you dimension dooring in first, or are you casting these spells to lock all these creatures down first, and then dimension dooring in?
Well, we don't have the range to. Do we have
do.
the range to do those?
You have long range for those spells.
Yeah, if I have long range for dimension door, I certainly have it for black tentacles.
So, do you guys want to try to lock these creatures down, or do you want to get in there?
We definitely would have discussed this with Vic first.
Totally fine. Totally fine.
Right? So it just makes you alone, and Grip loses a turn.
I mean, whatever you think is best.
I don't think we should leave him by himself. Like, if you cast those spells before we dimension door, he's in there for a round by himself, and they're all alerted.
But also, if they're then locked down by these spells, they can't move.
Maybe.
If he's okay with it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is a Vic call.
Vic made his opinion known before he left, and now it's your choice.
Good God.
It's all on you, Katie.
Just
Teleport the party to him,
So,
or
Dabs, do you want to try to do the 2 in the center and in the north?
Yes, I'll try to take the 2 in the north.
Then I'm going to cast black tentacles. Right about here.
so you're targeting the one in the south.
Yes.
Black tentacles.
It is Womp 2 and it goes next.
All right, so a 20-foot diameter field of rubbery black tentacles explodes out of the earth, completely drowning Womp 2 in them. Give me that CMB check.
Dora sort of shivers with that feeling of claustrophobia that comes with this spell. 28.
28.
Action
Womp?
point?
That's great.
That's what they're there for. 31.
Womp 2 is entangled. Go ahead and roll up damage.
Nice.
So many legs, so many tentacles. Just imagine the amount of tentacles it takes to entangle something with 9 fucking legs. Just formless spawn slime sloshing all over this thing, grappling around its legs, holding it down.
For only 5 damage.
Every
it's grappled.
little bit helps. And then Womp 2 itself, at the center of this field of tentacles, is up. It is lashing about in fury, raising its head to the sky and doing more of this sort of obscene elephant trumpeting. It's going to attempt to break out. 30.
No, it's just 23.
23. All right. So it manages to break free with a gigantic burst of strength, and it will make its... Does that spell make difficult terrain? The entire area of effect is considered difficult terrain while the tentacles last. So it's going to have to move very slowly out of this field. And you know what it does? It dives into the earth and out of sight.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
It is now underground.
No.
Behind one of the mausoleums, not too far from Womp 1, you're going to get a sense as to what's actually going on here when I tell you that Womp 6 makes an appearance.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Womp 6 comes from around the back side of the duplex mausoleum and starts moving at about equivalent to your own speed. It looks like about 30 feet per round. heading towards Vic. It's kind of now shoulder to shoulder with the first womp. So it's making a little cluster. Dabwick, you are up. You can now see 2 womps, one of which you hadn't even known was there in the first place.
Right. Dabwick will concentrate their energy towards the northeast of the map and drop an entangle.
Yes. Getting within sight of it. Womp 3, Womp 6, and the original Womp. All right, so I need to give you 3 Wompy reflex saves.
DC 16.
Number 1 saves. Number 6 fails. Number 6 is entangled. Number 3, natural 20. Okay, so number 6 is entangled. The other 2 are not. All right, you got a move action left to you, Dabs. You want to draw anything to hand? Y'all are so far from this fight.
Dabwick will draw 2 small, smooth river stones from their spell component pouch in preparation for next round.
Excellent. Gripper, you're up next. Anything you can do at this distance?
No, but he will drink his potion of bull strength.
Boom, nice.
Awesome sauceum.
From a mausoleum in the southeast corner of the map, you see a womp exploding out of it, investigating what's happening. Comes out into the yard. Doesn't seem to know where the action is. It's casting its head around back and forth. It doesn't have eyes. Seems like however its senses function, Vic might not be at the moment within them. It keeps moving.
Fucking burrowing?
Look at it this way. If we'd gone to a place that had 6 womps, there would have really been like 12.
Yes.
Or 25.
Or 25.
Yes.
And then, hey, here comes Womp 4 out of the other mausoleum right next to it. Exploding out of the mausoleum. Womp 4. Zoom, 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 zoom. So Womp 5 was able to close within about maybe 50 feet or so of Vic. Womp 4 is able to close within maybe 40 feet. But they had a little distance to travel on this very large map. Womp 3 is up. Womp 3 is not entangled. It has to move at half speed through this difficult terrain. It goes underground. Boom.
This is our Tremors fight.
Yes, it is. The original Womp, not entangled, but close to the edge of the entangle, can get out. All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's a slow slog through the field of entanglement, but is also able to get clear of it. There are Womps coming from all directions, closing in on Vic's position. One about 30 feet away, one about 40 feet away, one about 50 feet away, and then at least 2 Womps now underground with no idea where they're at. That's the end of round 1, y'all. Top of round 2.
Finish him.
Vic is up. All right, Vic, the Womps on their gigantic spider legs with their hideous demonic red-webbed feet are closing in on you from all directions. The one that you have already hit, though, the one you hit from surprise, maybe is even within point-blank range for you, isn't it?
It is. In terms of the entangle, with the druid spell,
Yes.
if you end your movement in there, you then have to make a save against it.
Creatures that move into the area must save immediately.
Okay.
So in your case, if you're contemplating entering a field, you'll make a save upon entering, and then you'll make a save on Dab's turn if you're still within it.
All right. It doesn't have any attacks of opportunity against me until the end of my next round. So I can move past it.
You're going to skirt close enough to it that
So-
you're concerned about avoiding attacks of opportunity?
Yes.
I love it.
I mean, I can't. Standing here means that I'm going to eat 1, 2, 3, or more attacks from these womps.
Yeah.
So the only way out is through. So in this case, I'm going to run directly at the womp
Oh
that I
my god.
attacked with using my expeditious retreat.
Yes.
And
20-foot leg span, 8-foot long, bulbous pox-covered, sore-covered body. And oh, Johnny, the stink of these things, now that you're close to them, they reek of corpses and death and disease.
So real good time is what you're telling me.
They're fun pals. They're fun pals.
Excellent. Can I make it over that? Okay, how tall is the mausoleum, this mausoleum in front of me?
10 feet.
So then I'd have to spend my climb speed to climb up onto it. So I wouldn't be able to do. All right, I'm trying. I was trying to see if there was a way to do this in one move and still have a move, but I do not.
You're just a little far enough away from all the mausoleums, yeah.
All right, let's see. Where can I go in 120 feet? I am going to run right past that.
The first womp,
The
the one
first
that you've
womp.
hit.
I literally am skirting right, like running underneath its legs.
As its webbed feet are like raking past you.
No, it is unable to take attacks of opportunity.
It's still trying. You just can't
It just
land
can't do it.
You
It's
just
like
can't
too
land 'em.
wonky from the shot. I run right past it. I'm going to run onto the mausoleum and then climb up onto the top of it.
The duplex mausoleum over on the east side.
Mausoleum.
Yeah.
How high up
It's on the Upper East
can
Side.
I get to it, and can I move off? Is there anything up there that I'd be able to hide behind?
Nope.
Okay. Then I will move up and onto it.
Yeah.
And to the back of it, and then I will remain.
You'll watch Vic race at supernatural speed at the womp, duck under its legs, hurl himself up the side of a mausoleum, and now he's on the other side. He's even further away from you now.
Well, now that's assuming that I make this save.
Oh, from the entanglement? Right, because you got to go through the entanglement. Roll it up.
That is a 24.
You're good. Hunkering down on top of the mausoleum. It's Vic. Dora is up next.
Does that
so
look
far
like
away.
a good idea? Does it look like the womps can get him up there?
They can absolutely reach him, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult to,
See him.
for sure. Doesn't seem as though
Because
they
their-
use eyes,
Their
though.
sense is connected to things on the ground.
You don't know.
These are things that Vic is positing. He's like, well, don't
Well, that's
know.
what I'm saying, because we could dimension door directly to the top of that mausoleum.
I would say Dora would look at those giant bat ears coming off the pig heads
More
and
like
think maybe,
sonar.
yeah, there might be some echolocation going on.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I could pretend that she wouldn't deduce that, but I think she would. She's got an intelligence of 20.
I mean, do you guys have a preference of where you want to go? Because it doesn't look like there's any good place to go.
Where do you go? Drop him. Where do you drop him?
Oh. I'm going to be here.
So Dora casts Dimension Door. What's the emotion?
Yeah.
We haven't
we
really
did
done
this
this
in
one.
Zur,
Yeah.
but not like, flashing through her mind are a series of doors. There's doors in Briarstone,
Yeah.
doors in Iris Hill, doors in Fort Halecourse, just like like a super fast slideshow PowerPoint.
One door
Okay.
covered with
Yeah.
fungus, which is
Fungus,
covered in
yes.
eyes, which
Yeah.
has a mouth inside the eye.
And that's all it is. There's no emotional component
Oh, it's just a visual.
to this spell. It's just a thought component.
Dora reaches out, grabs Grip and Dabwick's hands, and then suddenly, with like this internal sense of displacement, boom, they pop down right near the western gate inside the cemetery. And Dora, I believe, cannot do anything else for the rest of the round. Isn't that how this spell
That's
works?
correct.
All right. Womp 2 under the earth presumably does something. Womp 6 is entangled. It's going to try to break out. The 20 on the strength check succeeds and goes underground by Womp 6. Boom. Dabwick, you are up next. You have just been teleported. Seconds ago, you were standing hundreds of feet away, and you are now inside the graveyard with Womps running at you from all directions. How close is the original Womp to you?
I think close range. Dabwick is going to Stone Discus Womp number 1.
Yep. The smooth river stones fly from Dabwick's hands, transforming into giant stone discuses as they go, and you get to pick what kind of damage, right? Is it like bludgeoning or slashing?
That's right. I'm going to pick slashing damage.
Great.
Discus number 1 is a 32 to hit.
Are you keeping that?
Yes.
That's a hit.
That was a D20. That was a natural 20.
Oh! Ooh. Critical threat.
Backed up with a 15.
Keeping that. You want to add to that? You can action point on top of that if you wish.
I'm going to action point.
Worth it.
19.
Critical hit with the first discus. 8d6 points of damage.
Oh,
Wow.
snap.
Wow.
Dabs.
Just
That
the
is-
regular one is
Damn.
4d6?
Yeah, it's a good spell.
That's a good little spell.
I'm gonna roll damage with dice.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
should you have used the ones and zeros?
I should have used the ones and zeros. Oh well. Let's see here. 21 points of damage.
Oh, massive,
3 less than
massive
average.
blow.
And that one's bloodied, right?
That one was already bloodied.
Yeah.
And the second discus,
Second discus, 30 to hit.
that's a hit.
Come on.
Come on.
Uh, 13 points of damage.
You have just dropped a womp.
Quick,
Get the
run,
foot
cut
and
off its
leave.
foot, get the fuck out of here.
Womp number 1 crumples to a heap in the center, a little bit off center of this district of the graveyard. You want to go anywhere, Dabs? Want to run up to it? Grab that foot?
Dabwick is going to hunker down a little bit further north behind Grip.
And so begins the Jenga game of everyone trying to
Get
move
behind
behind
To
Grip.
not be the main target of the
Oh.
next attack.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that's what all the hit points are for.
All right, Gripper is up next. As Dabwick ducks behind you, Grip, my friend, there are only 2 visible womps on the board,
That
and
womp out of there.
and 1 womp lying in a bloody heap.
So I can get what does it take to cut a foot off of one of these?
Yeah.
It's a large creature.
He's got a Vorpal
I have a Vorpal
scimitar.
Scimitar.
That's fun. That's
I mean-
fun. Standard action.
Yep. Grip's gonna move 30 feet.
Vorpal scimitar in hand.
Awesome.
there
Next to the corpse of Womp 1.
and try to cut the foot off.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Give me a die 20 roll. As long as you don't roll a natural 1, you've got a foot sheared off.
That's a 16 on the die.
All right, so Grip races up to Womp 1, Vorpal scimitar in the air, and with old Rusty, chops down, and 1 foot is loose and lying on the ground
Dora
next to him.
immediately says, "Stay together." 2 dabs and Grip.
Where's good old Womp 5? Hi, Womp 5, I see
Hi.
you.
Hi. Hi.
Womp 5 closes with Grip, and from 10 feet away,
Fuck.
lashes out with a webbed foot. Looks like it can't quite reach you with its mouth from 10 feet away, but it can with its claws. Natural 20.
Fuck me.
Fuck me.
Natural 20. 2
Fuck
in a row
me.
on the dice that you bought me, my friend.
God damn it. I'd like those back.
You shut your mouth.
13 points of damage as these claws rake across you. Where the fuck's Womp 5? Womp 4.
He's back down there
Oh.
below Womp 5.
Boy, the story of Grip in Arventon is being surrounded. Womp 4 is able
Yes,
to
just in Arventon.
be able to
That is only my story in Arventon.
Womp 4 moves past the one that just raked you with its claws and goes at you with a bite. Oh, wow. 27.
Just 26 is my ace.
Ugh. The hideous, foul teeth. 12 points of damage from this bite. And I need a fortitude save against zombie rot. As
Plus 5.
the instant its venom sinks into you and those teeth touch you, you start to just feel all of your skin feel loose and like it wants to slough off of you. It wants to slough
I
off of you.
don't want it to slough
Give me a
off.
fort save.
This is plus 18 on the die.
How bad could it go?
Right? 21?
All right, he's not feeling his skin slough off, which you know because of the swift infection ability.
Right.
If it had set
would be
in,
happening right
you
now.
would know. So you have fought it off. That's a successful save. Where's Womp 3? Womp 3 is underground. Let's move that guy. All right, so top of round 3. Vic is up. Vic is on top of the mausoleum, very far away from now where the fight is centering in on Gripper, closer to the western side of the district here.
All right. I thought this was a good idea, but maybe it's not the best idea.
Well, it's better than being where Grip is right now.
Yeah, but now Grip is there.
It's true.
I believe that he has a clear shot on Womp number 4.
Absolutely. The only thing you're wrestling with is, in melee with Grip, but there's no obstruction. Absolutely.
I narrow my eyes at it, making it my studied target. And
you can do that from any distance, is that right?
yes.
Take a shot, sir.
32 minus 4, that's a 28, not touch.
Keeping it.
Keeping it.
Hit.
Okay. Second one is...
This is on 4, is that right?
Correct.
Yes, this is the one that just bit you.
Second one is a 23 minus 4, 19, not touch.
Hit.
Nice. Okay. And the last one will also hit because it's 26. So that's three hits. 13 points of damage, 16 points of damage, 12 points of damage, and I'm going to again spend my studied target on that last shot to give it an additional 5, another 10 points of damage.
Very good. So very successfully, second round in a row, second
Like
time
50, 50 some points of damage?
Yeah.
pretty close to 50 points of damage in a single turn, bloodying it. Dora, you're up. Now Dabuk is behind you. You're the closest of the two outsiders to the action.
Everyone be aware that Womp number 4 cannot make attacks of opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
I can get us out of here. In the next 2 rounds or so, we will sacrifice the treasure.
Who gives a shit about treasure?
Great. Dora moves.
Let's just not die to the womps.
Right.
Dora
you guys
moves.
are here to save us from the Womps, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Dora
We're
moves
not
here.
Not here.
She moves right next to Grip.
Holy shit.
I know. And says, "Get that foot." And turns to Dabwick and says, "Get over here." And holds, readying Dimension Door for when Dabwick gets over here.
Oh, shit.
I'll come back for you. I am using an action point to preserve the spell slot.
All right, so right now all you have is a ready to action waiting to go. Okay. I love
Yes.
it. I love it.
Yeah, I know. There's Womp's not on the fucking turn order, but they look like they're next in line, these two. So, to risk it.
And then Womp 2 explodes out of the earth between Dora and Dabwick, right adjacent to
Oh, no.
Oh my god, this thing is towering over you, Dora. Here comes a bite attack.
Yeah. It's yeah.
20.
Yep.
10 points of damage. And give me a fortitude save against zombie rot.
I got an 18.
Is that with your +5?
Yes. We know what 21 saves. I have 2 action points left. If I don't have 1 to save a spell slot, I can't get Vic out.
Well, this is
But this
is a
isn't-
dream body.
Vic hasn't died in the Dreamlands yet.
And Vic could also, like, if you see us go, you could just try to wake up.
That's
too.
true.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, it's quite a choice, Katie.
I have to use an action point because I can't get zombie rot. Well, wait. What happens if I get zombie rot in the dream?
It's gone when you wake up.
But it will absolutely debilitate you right now.
If you fail the save, you know you will be sickened and fatigued.
Okay,
immediately.
Can't do that.
Sickened is -2. Fatigue
I got a
is-
21.
All right. So Dora fights off the zombie rot from Womp 2's bite.
Dabs, I still need you to get over here.
Somehow.
Hey, watch this, y'all.
Oh, no.
We're surrounded. Womp 6 explodes out of the earth right next to Dora. Now they are completely surrounded. Here comes another bite, Dora.
No.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a hit.
Aren't you glad you spent that action point?
9 points of damage from another bite, and I need another fortitude save from you.
I failed it. And I can't use an action point anyway.
Dora is sickened and fatigued as she feels her skin start to feel loose, and little bits of it are now, like shades of Ray. Like little parts of her skin are starting to actually fall off in a way that is eerily reminiscent of the situation Ray was dealing with. So sickened is basically -2 to everything. Fatigued is basically -1 to everything-ish. You cannot run or charge. A whole bunch of stuff.
You gotta get here, Dabs. You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out, or you're gonna get left right there.
This is
Can you
outstanding.
get to here?
Dev,
If
Devs
all
is
you're
up.
doing is doing a double move,
If all I'm doing is a double move, yeah. Incurring attacks of opportunity.
Then we just
Oh,
have to
yeah.
hope there isn't another womp that comes up before Grip goes.
or you wake up, Paul.
That's true.
Or you delay. You want to delay?
Oh, please. Dora will not know what to do if you delay. We're going.
Yeah. This train's leaving the station.
Oh my god.
The trying to wake up is full round.
It is a full round action. So is Debwick going to run in the middle of the total surround circle of womps to try to get close to Dora? Running under the gigantic womp legs next to the red webbed feet. So how many red webbed feet can Dora currently see, Katie?
I'm counting.
Yep, I
Many
knew
as
you
it
would.
takes.
5 times 9, 44 plus 1 loose one. Plus 1 stray one on the ground.
There's so many feet.
All right. I'm going to incur attack of opportunity and run in here.
oh god,
Oh, God.
you can't tumble. You can't tumble.
You could attempt, Paul, to tumble into place if you want to land right there, a little further away from Grip.
And still within touch range of
Dora can touch you
Dora.
right there. You can at least attempt that acrobatics check.
Yes.
Yeah, why not, right?
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Thank you.
Come on, you got this, Dabs.
All right. Let's see how we do here. Acrobatics check 19.
Keeping it.
Keeping it.
Claw lashes out, hitting armor class 21.
That is a miss.
All right. Okay, so you fail to avoid the attack of opportunity, but you do duck under it as one of the 45 feet that are around you lash out at you.
Jesus.
Okay.
44 and 1 loose one.
So now it's Grip's turn. And Dabwick is within reach of both you and them.
Great. So Grip will take a. Is it a standard to do that,
To pick,
or to pick up,
the
or is that a move?
It's a move action that would provoke.
Great. So he will take that move action to pick up the red webbed foot from the original womp.
The loose one.
So
Yes,
Womp,
yes. To be clear, the one that's been cut off. Thank you.
we'll leave the other 44 where they are.
Yeah.
So Womp 4, who's the only one who could make a bite attack of opportunity, can't do so thanks to Vic. So you've got 3 claws coming at you, one from 5, one from 2, and one from 6. Here we go.
So, but 2 already took one
Now,
on Dabwick.
let me-
Can it take another one?
No.
Great. Good to know.
Womp 5 misses with its claw attack. Here comes one from Womp 6. 23.
That's a miss.
All right.
6 has just taken an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
2 has taken an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
4 cannot take attacks of opportunity.
Correct.
And 5 just took one.
Correct.
Dora casts Dimension Door and gets the fuck out of Dodge.
She doesn't even have to concentrate.
Yeah, with Dabs and Grip.
Amazing.
And I can't preserve the spell slot, but we are back kind of where we were
Yes.
in the safe place.
So, Vic, across the way on top of the duplex mausoleum, watches Dora reach out, grab Dabwick and Grip, and poof, disappear and reappear hundreds of feet away over where you originally left them. So you know there's some womp activity before you now act. What's Vic thinking he's going to do? Give me a sense of what the next flow of action here is. We'll figure out how much
Where do you
womp-
see yourself in 6 seconds?
We'll figure out how much womp activity I should actually lay out for you.
Vic is probably going to hunker down and hold for now.
Do I feel like in this circumstance, Vic will have to hurt himself to lower the DC to come back, or is this it's not a take 20 situation because he's surrounded by womps?
So the next thing, when we see Vic hunker down and wait for a second and go into a hold,
Yeah.
all of the womps on the board race at him. He can pop back into the initiative anytime he wants if you want to make a stab at waking up.
I will definitely take this opportunity to bug out of this bug hunt.
Okay.
All right.
So he will take a move action to switch the. I can switch the.
It's a full round action to
round
wake
action.
up.
All you can do is hurt yourself.
Looking at where ones like went down and then popped up, what's my estimation of how fast they move underground?
Certainly not slower than on the surface.
Great. So they move at least 30 feet, if not faster, underground.
I am nodding vigorously. Yes.
Great. Yeah. I mean, I'm not great.
Yeah.
All right. So I have a turn before they go.
Yeah, you can pop back in anytime you want to now.
All right. I'm going to spend a move action to change the focus of my channel vigor.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to switch it to torso. I gain a +6 competence bonus on fortitude saving throws and concentration checks.
Nice.
It's a good combination
Nice.
for these guys.
I am then going to spend a move action to move an additional 60 feet away from where I am.
To get even
To
further
get
away.
as far away from them as I can so that they will not be able to close with me by the time it is my next turn.
Yeah.
So that is my plan, and I should then have a full round to be able to try to bamf out of there.
So Dora sees Vic make his way all the way to the east side of the walled compound here at such a distance that the womps are not able to close with him, even with the double move this turn. You hang in tight. It looks like he's going to have at least one round to make a wake up attempt. You want to ready it in case he fails?
And where we are, there's nothing that we know of that has a bead on us right now.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Right.
Although, now that you're back on the outside of this, ripples of attention all the way down
Yeah,
the
being
rows.
paid.
Yes.
Through all those
the
statues.
womps, the womps,
Oh,
no, the
the
womps are starting to all like. There's an actual fight going on here.
I'm going to give Vic
think-
a turn to bamf out on his own.
I think that's wise. Obviously, if he biffs this colossally,
Yeah.
then
You're going to see what
Figure it
happens.
out.
then you got a whole other problem to deal with.
Yeah.
Vic
All right.
is not yelling, help, help.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, I got to let him try.
Okay. Give me your concentration check, Johnny. You want to take some damage to your body?
Nope. Guess what? I rolled a total of 20 with a +15, so it didn't go great.
Do you have any action points left?
I do. Seems like a good time to use them because we figured out I can't use them on. I can't use my inspiration points on a concentration check, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
Action point that
So I
shit
get
up.
to roll 2 of these.
Buddy.
All right.
5 or 6.
All right. Let's see. First one is a 3. Second one is a 5.
All right. So, to Dabwick, Dora, and Grip's vast relief, I am sure you see Vic's dream body evaporate as if mist. Y'all want to head home, or you want to build some lives here in Arvington?
Let's head home.
Fan of Arvington.
The three of them wake back up, and we'll pick up in the real world next time. That's the end of chapter 128.
Woo! Red web foot, y'all.
Dark Nexus is produced by Plug and Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's fan content policy. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's PAIZO.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Syrinscape. Check them out at Syrinscape.com. That's SYRINSCAPE.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Derek, Darren, Michaela, J.H., the Biscuit Buddies, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration.
You know what we're fighting here? We're fighting a couple 2-3 tigers.
Heyo.
Is that a reference to something?
No, it's just, it's like the Chicago 3, but it's a couple
Tree.
two tree
Okay, yeah,
tigers.
two trees.
Two tree tigers over by there.
Oh, tree tigers.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks for taking the time to explain it to
That's
me.
the sign of a good joke.